Um, Welcome back to Radio Shack. I was debating on whether or not if I was going to make this video, but I figured why not. If you're new to the channel, most of you should know that I'm not just a Power Ranger fan or a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fan. I am also a fan of superheroes in general, comic book characters, if you will, and that does include Marvel. And a lot of us got hit with the news this week that Stan Lee had passed away, and it's still hard to believe. I mean, I was at work the day of this happening, and I come back from my break, and my manager is trying to, embrace me for a hug, and I'm not a big hugger, but he's just trying to tell me that Stan Lee passed away, and I'm like, Stan Lee who? And he had to clarify that it was not Stanley's, it was Stan Lee, and I didn't believe it at first, but I soon realized that's where most of my notifications were, you know, buzzing on my phone about, and it's hard to believe. I mean, we knew eventually it was going to happen, but it's still hard to believe that it's actually happened now, and it's crazy. And the fact is that now the Marvel Trinity is gone. You know, Stan Lee, Steve Ditko, and Jack Kirby. They're all gone now, and it just it sucks. Celebrity deaths shouldn't really hit you that hard just because you don't know them personally. But just like earlier this year with John Schnepp, if you guys don't know who John Schnepp is, um, it really hurt. It really hits you hard because Stan Lee had a big impact on my life, and I'm pretty sure he had a big impact on most of us fans, and and that's why it really hurts. Um, I mean, unfortunately, I didn't get to meet him in real life, um, but I know some of my friends got to actually meet him, and just hearing about how energetic he was, how kind he was, and how much of a visionary he was is really just inspiring and very impactful. And I have nothing to do but thank Stan Lee for all he has done. Um, he was a true trendsetter, um, legend, icon, whatever you want to call him. A man ahead of his time, really. And all the characters that he helped create really are embedded in all of us because they were so relatable and made you feel like you could be a hero yourself. You know, I mean that's the reason why in the 90s, like, I'm a big fan of animation, and in the 90s that's where I first started getting into superheroes. Of course because of Batman the animated series, but we had Iron Man, we had, you know, 1994 Fantastic Four animated series. You had mostly the ones that impact me were the X-Men and Spider-Man animated series. There's a reason why I have so many Spider-Man things because I felt so you know, intertwined with Spider-Man because he was most relatable to me, and I'm pretty sure that's a way for most people. I mean, because he is obviously one of the most recognizable characters of all time in the top three superheroes with Superman and Batman. But you gotta love what Stan Lee done with these characters. It made you feel that a teenager could be a superhero. It didn't matter how big or small, what size you were, what color you were. It really made you feel like you could be a superhero, and I will always thank him for that. And even though he is gone, he's never forgotten, because he has left a statement on this earth. And you know, it's incredible of what Stan Lee has done, and I will always thank him. He has left an impact on my life. I'm pretty sure he's left an impact on everyone. And like I said, we'll always remember him and celebrate his life. And I can do nothing but send my condolences out to his family and the Marvel family as well. And thank you again. And I know you're in a better place now. So, yeah. So if you're a fan of Marvel, what is your favorite Stan Lee character, or what is your favorite Stan Lee cameo? If you've really become to know him off of the Marvel movies, join the conversation. But my last video will link description down below. Until my next video, I will see you later.